What is going on, guys? It's Toby here, and today we're going to be installing carbon fiber fenders on Sally. Now these are from Anderson Composites, and I don't want to take them out of the package because I have to carry them downstairs to the car. What I'm going to go ahead and do is put a video I took the other day of when I did an unboxing for TikTok. So look at this right here. This is what they look like. They're going to look absolutely insane. So when I made the TikTok video explaining that I got these new carbon fiber fenders, basically a TikTok follower hit me up. So Trey said, come over to my house in Gainesville. I have a lift, let's make a video. So we're gonna take these, put them in the car, and then we're gonna go to Trey's house and put the carbon fiber fenders on. So final checklist here. I think I'm gonna leave the fenders, go move the car closer so I don't have to carry them down. They're not heavy or anything, it's just a pain in the butt to carry them through the staircase. Also did get a sponsored exhaust from Valvetronic Designs, so I'll link them down in the bio and I'll put them on screen. But they sent me this awesome active exhaust for Sally, and basically it's gonna tone her down because she's a tad bit too loud. But you can see the tips here. I'm definitely going to be installing this and showing the comparisons in a different video, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do it today because we need to get those fenders slapped on, and I need a whole separate car for transport because that thing is huge. I mean, look at the quality on these welds. So I am going to be selling my Borla Attack catback. I'll put it up on like Facebook Marketplace or something, and this bad boy is going to be slapped on Sally. Not sure if I mentioned this already or if I didn't because I don't even remember what's going on. I'm super tired. I saw Batman last night, but essentially Valvetronic Designs sent me that exhaust for free. So we're going to be doing a full review and showing the before and after and comparing the Borla Attack on Sally to Valvetronic's design and their new exhaust. Literally just washed this car and it's filthy again. So out here in Gainesville, we always get like this debris and stuff from the trees and all this pollen, and it's absolutely disgusting. But we're going to go ahead and start her up and move her closer so that I don't have to carry those carbon fiber fenders super far. Can't forget to do this. Now I need some washer fluid in that car. I'm also going to be doing an E85 fuel system, which I just got in the mail, so I'll show that a little bit later on in the video, probably to conclude the video. Yeah, so that's the full E85 fuel system that I'm talking about. It's from Arcane Performance, and I'll take out the billet fuel assembly, which is basically the whole fuel hat, but these are my fuel lines that are going to replace my OEM ones. And oh man, is it hot out here, but we'll do that later. Like I said, this is literally melting off all these portions right here. This is actually from Dyna Performance, so make sure to check them out on Instagram. All these carbon fiber parts which make the car look so nice and give it all these nice accents. But like, it's so freaking hot out here in Gainesville that it's melting everything off. I think it's 90 degrees today. Not gonna lie, it smells like really musty outside today, and it's making the car smell like super sweaty. I don't know, it's like hard to explain and weird, but it's so hot out here that like you can't even step outside without instantly like being covered in sweat in 50 seconds. So it's really disgusting. But I'm moving the car right now closer to the apartment so that I can just carry the fenders down the stairs, or possibly take the elevator and be done with it instead of carrying the fenders all the way back here and then increasing the likelihood of them getting damaged because I'm carrying them so far. I'll leave the camera here because I got to carry the fenders, and I'll catch you all when I'm downstairs with them all loaded up. All right, so here's the current situation. There is no way that's fitting in the car because I have my trunk full of stuff like tires and the bead locks, and yep, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna unwrap them and then lay them like that. They should fit. I'm really sure if these fenders are gonna fit in my car. Like, I didn't really think this one through because they're pretty wide and probably the size of that seat in there. So hopefully this works out, but like I said, this fender is bigger than I expected. It's taking up the entire passenger seat, so I don't know where the other one's gonna go. Managed somehow to get both of them to fit, but that's kind of sketchy because like the driver's side is halfway taken up. But if it does the job, I'm really not gonna complain because I'm just trying to get over there and put them on. I probably shouldn't have unwrapped it, but I wanted to do it for the video and show it in TikTok. So I guess this is how I'm gonna drive with this thing halfway in my face. Now I need to go throw that stuff out and then I can bounce out of here and get them installed. All right, so I just threw everything away and I can finally get out of here. Jesus, man, this is gonna be a long endeavor, especially with this in my face like that. So a tad bit annoying, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Nobody is available to help me out today, so. Yeah, so Trey's house is actually a lot further than expected. He's 60 minutes away, about 50 miles from Gainesville, so we're gonna be a tad bit late here. I thought he was like 20 minutes away. I guess there was like some sort of miscommunication and I put in the wrong address, but now we have the right address and we're on the way. Alrighty, so on the way we came across one of my favorite parts about Gainesville, and this is like the solar walk. So basically it's the whole solar system arranged with like scaled down distances between planet. And during my freshman year of college, I took an astronomy course and we had to walk this whole thing and take pictures with it. So I don't know, I thought it was super cool, and I still think it's cool because I'm really into space exploration and space science. Obviously, that's why I took astronomy as an elective when I was a freshman. Quite honest, I'm not even sure if I've ever been to this part of Gainesville. Like, this is really the outskirts part that I never go to. Not that I even drive much in the city, because like I'm always editing and making videos and that type of stuff, and just going to the gym at the apartment and next doors. So like I've never been out here, but it's pretty interesting. We got traffic here. It's going to take much longer than expected to get there. So now we're in the abandoned portion of Gainesville, but I think I'm going to stop and get some water because like I'm super dehydrated. And I apologize about me shaking the camera a lot, but I'm trying to multitask obviously because I have nobody else here filming with me. I need a cameraman, like on God, I need a cameraman again. So let's get a water. I think I'm going to get one of these things too. All right, so now we can officially get back on the road. I think there's 20 minutes left now. Well, this is quite the change of scenery for somebody from West Palm Beach. So this is a cool experience. I mean, every time I go somewhere up here in northern Florida, I think it's so cool and like different because I never get to see this old type of architecture and this old type of southern towns. Like I don't see that where I live. I live in Miami pretty much, and everything is modern and it's not like this at all. That being said, I am exactly 5 minutes away. So we're super close to meeting Trey. This is gonna be awesome. I think his WRX is there. I think that's what he has because he has a really cool Instagram page. I'll tag it down below and put it on the screen because this is a big help that he offered to let me use his lift to put on these fenders. Honestly, I gotta chill out because I have no idea what the speed limit is and I'm just cruising out here. So I do not want to get pulled over. Wait, what is the speed limit? I think it tells me on the GPS. Oh, it's 65, so I mean, only going 10 over, it's not that bad. I think I'm just the slightest bit lost, but this is pretty nice besides the pretty gloomy cemetery right there. But you can see there's a lake and there's people jet skiing and stuff, so this is a nice area and it's really rural and a change of scenery for me. This would be Trey's house because I can see his car outside, the WRX with the carbon fiber fenders. This is sick. This is a really nice house actually. He's got a basketball court and everything. And it looks like his family member is a sheriff. So he just went inside. He's gonna open up the garage and I'm gonna back up Sally there to put her on the lift. So I'm letting Trey back up Sally, but this is his car. You can see he has the fenders, the hood. I'm doing the hood soon, mine is coming. And let's see this. So this is his lift and his dad is actually a cop. He has all these cars in here. That's his high school car from back then. There he goes. He's a little bit nervous, but he's got it. I mean, his car's manual too. There he goes, perfect. Alright, so we decided to remove the fenders before we put it on the lift because it would be impossible. You can't even open up the door. And honestly, this is pretty cool. So he's teaching me how to put the car on the lift because I've never used the lift before. We use jack stands because we don't have lifts. And yeah, it's awesome. We're gonna get this car on there, jack it up, and change out the fenders. So from there, you just hit the green button and then lift it up.
Yep, that's it.
And then you check if it's balanced, right?
Yeah, we'll check if it's balanced.
Is the back one on yet or no?
No, but I don't know why in this case it's been at the front before, but when you go to pick it up, it'll all settle back out.
Okay. So what do? Just pick it up more?
Yeah, because these are dead even. So we'll go a little bit more and then check it again.
All right. Yeah, my impact gun could not do that, honestly. All right, off goes this wheel, and now we're ready for the fenders. So the next step here is to pop the hood and then get rid of some of those bolts in there. So let me get this. So I just pulled out all the weather stripping out of that side. To do this, you just literally pull on it and then you take needle nose pliers to get the rest of the brackets and the clips out. So it just comes out like that. You pull it straight out, throw that garbage to the side, and now you need needle nose. After you remove all the guards, you want to take like a plastic trim remover tool and just come in here like this and pop this stuff off. It's kind of stubborn, so it may take a few tries, especially, oh my God, might need needle nose pliers for that, but come out. Yeah, this is gonna need some needle nose pliers. There we go. So that's how they usually come out. If not, use some needle noses. Got everything out of here now on this fender, and I think we need to get this bolt off. So this is one of the bolts, and then you have 1, 2, 3 here. There's also a couple in here. I'm pretty sure, and then there's one in the door, and then you're pretty much done. So we're just gonna show the progression step by step of how you do that. So we did have to pull back the weather guard right here to get to this bolt, and that's all loosened up. What size was it?
This was a 10.
Okay, so a 10, you get that off, and then we're gonna do the other ones. We were looking for the bolt on the door and we didn't see it behind this weather guard, but that's it right there. So if you're wondering how to do this, that's the bolt right there for this Fender on the 2018 Plus Mustang GT. This one seems to be a pain in the kind of, but what size is that wrench? 10?
This is still a 10, yeah.
Yeah, so they're all 10s, I think, right? Those were 10s
Yeah,
before.
those were all 10s, yeah.
And I think that's the last bolt we need, and then on the bottom by the side skirt is the next step. This is right by the side skirt. I think you need to take out these 3, so you just use the trim remover tool that I was using earlier, and it should pull them out. Oh, taking out this fender liner is a pain in the butt. Oh my god, this one's really stuck on there too, so we're gonna skip that for now. Where'd you say the other ones were?
There's one up here at the top, right here.
Oh, I see it. This one should be okay to pull out. I should have done these top ones with the bottom held down. Bro, it's on there so tight. Trey.
We'll figure it out.
There's still more clips in there?
There's so many pop clips.
Oh my god, Jesus Ford.
Got 2 here, and then...
I think he got the last one to take out the fender liner. Yeah, or no? Is there still one in here?
I think there's this one.
Oh yeah, there's still one more. This is one of the last bolts here that's holding on the fender. Then we might have to put the car down because this portion right here is being pinched by the lift. So we need to pull this back and then loosen 3 bolts here. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that should be it.
Yeah, it's literally 3 more in this one and we should be set. Yeah?
Yeah, it comes straight up.
And then there's the bolts in there, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same as the 2015 though. It might be a little bit different. I super glued the back rocker panel part because it fell off when I was driving. Alright, so this right here is pin and butt part because I had to take some of like the push pins out for the side skirt, and it seems like this last bolt is like really hard to get to, and I don't want to like crack it or anything or force it because that's the last thing I want to do today is end up buying a whole new rocker panel and having that repainted. Alright, so finally we're on the last 3 bolts. We really need an electric ratchet. If any sponsor out there is watching this video, I need an electric ratchet desperately. That is the absolute last thing, and this thing should come out now. Yeah? What's holding it? Something else holding it?
I don't think so.
It feels like it. Alright, finally. Jesus Christ, man. Thanks, and big shout out to Trey for letting me use this lift because this would be so difficult without all this stuff. But we got one off, now it's time for the carbon fiber. And it's actually super light, so probably not getting much weight reduction out of the carbon.
You just gotta get the carbon look, the aggressive look.
So Trey, you know what I've heard? That a lot of people buy carbon fiber parts and they come broken in the mail. Okay. Yeah, because like shipping people just don't care and they just destroy it. So they said I got really lucky that even just the one side was not scuffed at all. This one's looking scuffless too, so I'm really lucky. Yeah? Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. Gotta check the edges though, but I mean, who cares if it's... Yeah, it looks good. So we did some pulling and tugging. That sounds really messed up, but this fender is kind of on, but we have to do a lot of alignment and stuff. So we're gonna try and push the bumper back up. And basically it's just a game of getting everything to fit well because you don't wanna have these huge gaps here and you just need to align it slowly. So it turns out that this is extremely difficult to get it aligned. We're having problems with these 2 bolts down here. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna fall. But yeah, these 2 parts right here are super hard to get onto these bolts. So we're gonna try and see if we can cut this so that it slides on easier.
Right there. It's pretty close.
So we're still currently trying to figure this out. We had Trey's dad come out here, you know, and that's it's serious when you get the pops to come out and try and help. But I think we need to transfer over these parts. I don't even know what to call them, but they like clip right into the side skirt area, and hopefully that'll fix up our problem. Just got all of them out with the needle nose, and we're gonna transfer this over to the GT350R fenders. So right now I'm using the freaking Dremel tool because this fender does not fit. So thank you, Anderson Composites. This is so sketchy.
How close is it?
It's close, but it's still not fitting. The fitment issue on this is horrible, man. Like, it's not fitting at all. You see how I grinded it down? Right, so here's an update on things. This portion is not fitting properly because that hole is not the right size, even after grinding it out. And not sure what to do here, but we're gonna keep trying. Really cannot believe that this worked, but I used the Dremel to make that literally, oh my God, I don't even know what I'm saying right now because I'm in awe right now. But I used the Dremel to open up that hole right there that it wasn't fitting on, if I can use the flashlight. So yeah, that back piece, that tab, wasn't fitting on the fender, so I grinded it out with the Dremel until it fit. And I think it's gonna work now. Since it doesn't fit 100% on this side, I'm gonna try and grind this out. And where's the clip that goes in there? Do you have it? Yeah, so there's like this little clip or whatever that goes in here in this hole, and this hole wasn't big enough either. So the fitment on this is absolutely atrocious. I'm not sure how they sell it because you literally have to do custom fab to make it fit. Last grinding session here. Try that and see. Where is it? Here's the moment of truth here. Is it going to clip in? No. It just needs a little more. So it's supposed to go in like that sideways, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to go straight in.
Yeah, it needs a little more. I just pushed this tab in, all that grinding away with the Dremel finally paid off and it worked. That's nuts. All right, so it looks like we're almost done with this side. We need to do these top bolts. We already got those in there, and then we have to align the bumper back, and basically you just push and pull until you get it like, okay, that really sounds up. I said that before, but you gotta just get it lined up as good as possible. You know, with these aftermarket parts, it's not gonna be 100%. I am a little pissed off at Anderson Composites though. That was messed up on the fitment there. I did not need to like go through all that grinding and stuff just to make it fit, but hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Do you want me to tighten that up, or what do you want me to do right now?
I think we're gonna tighten these up.
And then get this bumper?
A little bit. Yep. We're gonna
so do you want me to put the nuts on there?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the nuts on there, and then tighten all, like this part up, tighten this up, and we'll adjust that a little bit, put everything else back in the middle, and we'll be done.
Okay, all right. So how am I tightening down these? Do you have the wrench? Unless you're like...
Is your fender misaligned?
Is that off? Well, honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again. Like if somebody's like, hey, I saw you do that to your Mustang, I'm gonna say no, I'm not helping you. I'm gonna tell them to go to the body shop, bro, because this was horrible.
Body shop.
Yeah, nearest body shop, go there, make sure they have some good ratings, because this is bad, man. I even messed up my door because I wasn't checking if it was rubbing or not, so we took a good chunk of Sally right there off with the carbon fiber fender.
I think it's fine.
I'm absolutely filthy, but that side is pretty good. I mean, we have that gap like I talked about earlier. Can't really do anything about that. The fit is not always 100%, and I'm kind of disappointed in Anderson Composites because like those two clips that go in the bottom did not fit at all, and I had to grind them out. But now I'm removing this fender liner, and we should be set to do the other side. I mean, we're more experienced in doing that now, so this should just rip out. I already pulled out all the push pins. The impact gun straight to the knee. Bloody no.
Why is this so much fun and so painful at the same time?
It's like painful but fun. FYI, I'm not using the impact gun to tighten them all the way. It just flew off. But I'm not using it, I'm just using it to snug them, and then I'll use the torque wrench. So don't worry, I'm not showing bad practice here on the YouTube channel. There we go. Although I messed up my door a little bit with the paint and hitting the edges, I think this thing looks absolutely insane. Just look at this vent on the side. We're gonna cut up the fender liner later on and basically make it functional, but here's a comparison with this side, and then if we go over here, we have the OEM one. So we're gonna slap on this second part. I mean, I've been working on that. I just took apart these 3 bottom bolts. It should be pretty straightforward from there, but I also wanted to talk about Trey's dad's car. So what he's doing here is camming his engine. It's like a small block Chevy, and he's putting it in there. This thing is gonna fly. I mean, he does all of this stuff here in his garage because if you think about it, he literally has everything, lifts and all that type of stuff. So that's gonna be dropped in here. What he's doing to the car, right? What is that, a comp cam?
Yeah, comp cam, springs, blah, blah, blah. Then
the full thing. How much is it gonna make? Like NA? Like 400 wheel?
Probably.
Yeah, probably around there, because it was hard to push horsepower out of those old engines, but yeah, I don't know, it's gotta be sick. You also have a Mustang, right? Or a brother?
Yeah, my brother got a 67 Mustang.
And it chops?
Yeah, I can't remember what size cam's got in it, but we just rebuilt the entire motor. So it's a 302 and bored out 40 over, so now it's like, I think around what, 360 something on it?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're finishing up with side number 2. All right, take number 2, I think we can get it off now. right, never mind, take number 3. No way. All right, take number 4. It's actually gonna come off this time. Shocker. Finally. All right, yes sir.
Gotta get rid of that.
So I had to Dremel once again to get all those bottom clips on. So if you buy these GT350R Fenders, I'm so tired I can't even speak right now, but if you buy the GT350R Fenders, be prepared to cut them up and make them fit. So we're running in with like alignment issues and stuff. I mean, that's nothing new here. This has like been the theme of the night, but we're gonna put this back together and hopefully all goes well. We gotta fix up that corner up there because it's all off and beating up the door again. Really on the last pieces of trim here and we can't get it on, man. Just want it to end, please. Absolutely losing our minds right now. Like, I think we just spent about 2 hours just adjusting this so that it wouldn't hit the door panel, because you see it was chipping right there, that tiny little chip. And then whenever we would move it, it would hit the hood and mess it up. So there's got to be a lot of alignment that you have to do. And it's like little micro alignments to get this to all fit right and not rub and take off your paint. Like, it's a big pain in the butt. Nobody ever shows these steps in the YouTube videos. So it's gonna take you hours to align these panels correctly, because we didn't use washers and we're not a body shop, so we're not really good at that. But I mean, we got it done now. What we ended up doing to align the trunk was actually putting that impact gun box and then a block of wood wrapped in a towel right here to keep it just right before the contact point. So basically we made like a micro adjustment or micro movement. It's kind of hard to explain, but like, you just want to do everything you can to make sure that these parts aren't rubbing on here. So really make sure that you're not destroying the paint on your hood or your bumper or anything like that. All right, so all the clips for the fender liner are back in the car. Everything is set to go. I mean, this install was a pain in the man. It was not pleasant at all, but I mean, at least the car looks super cool. I'm probably gonna have to do some like drive around clips during the daytime tomorrow because it's way too dark outside. It's like actually 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we did this for how long, Trey?
6 hours.
Yeah, no, like 9.
Probably.
We labored for 9 hours to make this happen, cutting up stuff, making sure that it would fit, because the Anderson Composites fit was horrible. Boys, this is the last step. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get home, it's gonna be 6 p.m. But I'm using the impact to snug the lug nuts, then I'll drop the car on the ground with Trey and torque them down. So after working on Sally here for about 12 hours, everything is done. So like I was saying earlier, the gaps are not gonna be imperfect because these are aftermarket parts. There is going to be a little bit of a gap. Now, it's actually a lot less worse on this side. So if we look right here, it kind of looks OEM, but it's uneven. I mean, it doesn't really bother me because after the accident, I had these crazy gaps in the car anyways, so it's like no different than what I had before. Yeah, overall, I'm super pleased with the final result. I think the vents look absolutely sick. Would I do this again? Like I said earlier, absolutely not. He's gonna do a cold start on Sally. Alrighty boys, we're gonna bounce out of here. I packed up my OEM Fenders. Big shout out to Trey once again. So he literally saw my post on TikTok and was like, come over to my house, I have a lift. So he covered me on this one and he actually worked with me for 12 hours straight. But I wanted to show you guys what this looks like in this lighting, because it looks absolutely insane. I don't think the camera is going to do it justice. And I think we're just going to conclude this vlog like this. So I'm just going to go back home, go to sleep. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Here's one last look at that, and I'll see you in the next one.